Okay, and welcome to I Drink and I Know. Tonight we talk about World War III. What would happen? How's it going to happen? And would we all die? I'm here
Yes.
with my expert panel. MC, you would kill us all, wouldn't you? Talk about World War III.
He can
Just a rock,
try.
one rock away.
Someone needs to mute themselves.
You're all just one rock away.
Yeah, you can keep trying to collect those space rocks, honey.
I don't need.
Yeah, you keep missing Michigan. What the fuck's wrong with
Just
you?
need to go.
Aw,
Come
How do
on.
you
Also
miss
keeps
Michigan?
mentioning
There's a
Oregon.
giant lake there. Aim for the lake. If you miss, you hit land. You're good.
There's 5 lakes here, you dumbass.
I was talking about Lake Superior, but go fuck yourself, all right?
Lake Superior is just the deepest.
Yeah, it's Superior.
And I'm
It
gonna
is
tie
the
a rock
master
to you and
lake.
dump you in it.
You have a whole freaking. You say go after Michigan. There's a Lake Michigan too, right?
Lake Superior, Lake Ontario, Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, Lake
Like I don't give
Huron.
a fuck. Like, okay.
Yeah, but how many of those actually border the state of Michigan? Just
All of
Superior.
them but Lake Erie or Lake Erie.
Oh, really?
But no, seriously though, we got tensions rising all across the globe. Yesterday I was listening to a YouTube video about B-52s being landed in air bases in the Middle East. The squadron, once again, the Navy is headed towards the strait. Iran is threatening. Iran is, I don't know, sabotaging Saudi Arabian boats. MC, we're going to war, buddy. I mean, even I see the fucking drums beating.
Possibly.
You see drums beating? Are you on psychedelic drugs?
Not today. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But no, I mean, come on. The march to war, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, but deployment like this sort of kind of happens a lot, more often than you hear about.
Not with the bombers. Not with the old bombers. If they activated a B-52 squadron, and they put it in Qatar, which they did, right? It means they're getting ready to really mess some shit up.
See, that's my fucking point. Thank you. Finally, some validation. See, this is what I'm talking about. You don't land B-54s into an area.
You don't land B-50 fucking 4s at all, man. That plane doesn't exist.
Whatever. Fuck yourself. I'm doing fucking 3 things at once. Go fuck yourself.
Aw, Dodge's regular comeback.
No, what do the Aussies know about aircraft anyway? Shut up.
He's not wrong.
Aussie.
He knows what a B-52 is versus a B-54.
Oh, shut up, MC. Nobody asked.
Yeah, well, we got a B-52 in a fucking museum up in Townsville. What's the fucking problem?
Well, then load it up and fly it to fucking Iran and get her done. Handle some shit. Do something for us. We're sick of doing everything. No, you know what? I'm going to pivot off of you making fun of me to the United States is sick of getting involved in your dirty fucking wars all across
my
the
fucking dirty fucking war?
It's your guys' dirty fucking wars. We don't need to be over there. Why do we care about fucking oil moving through the strait? We have our own.
Fuck, Knuckle. We're only fucking there because of you dopey shit. You fucking started this shit. Fucking, we're only there because of you. What's this fucking our fucking dirty war bullshit?
Whoa. We did not start this shit. Where did you come off saying we started this crap?
When you went into Iraq second time.
That was not when this started.
Tell that to fucking Dodge.
Girls, you're all pretty.
Shut up.
He's the idiot saying this is supposed to be our fucking war. Fucking, I don't recall the last time the fucking Australians walked into fucking Iraq and went, "Oh yeah, all right, we'll start a war." Oh yeah, we followed you in Afghanistan too.
I don't think that it's the Aussies that are the issue necessarily, but don't freaking blame us for the fact that we're the only ones who are standing up to protect the damn world.
We're there too, you know.
And I said that's because you Aussies can't walk into Iraq. You have to fly first, or kind of float there.
what did they do in the first one when they're in Saudi
wait a
Arabia?
minute. There, are you fucking Cuban? What the fuck's going on here?
Well, you got it. The boat floats, doesn't it?
You can walk there from Saudi Arabia.
It floats. It more. I don't. Yeah,
It floats, doesn't it?
kind of.
You can walk there from Kuwait. You can walk there from Syria. Lots of ISIS people showed that. You can't walk into Iraq.
The reality is that the Iranians have been prepping, and then what the Iranians recently did is they basically sent us a wave of drones at some shipping, which was the sabotage of the ships in the Gulf, right? Which included a Norwegian ship, and then they also.
Wait! I want to stop you right there. Hey, Rat Resistance, you out there? You listening out there in the void, dude? Is Norway gonna do something?
Nate Jack in the chat says, "No, now guys, place the blame where it really belongs. Blame Islam like we do in East Asia. If they weren't Muslims, you would be having issues." Or you wouldn't be having issues. You wouldn't. Blah, fuck, I can't read. You would be having issues you have in the Middle East and North Africa. If Middle East was Christian, there wouldn't be this conflict. Well, no, I read that correctly.
Well, that's there may be an aspect of that that's accurate, but to be honest, it's a 12th century group of people with a 12th century mentality, regardless of whether they're Christians or Hindus or Muslims.
And Taryn pops in, says, "Hello, fellow asylum scapees."
Or even Shintos or Buddhists. So, yeah, it's a 12th century mentality. It does have a religious aspect to it, but the Iranians are extremists. The leadership of Iran are Muslim extremists. They're Shia extremists.
Okay, well, all right, MC. The leadership of Iran are extremists. I will agree with you. It's pretty much like the occult. I get it. Why don't you knock out the heads of the extremist branch and leadership of Iran?
How do you do that?
I don't know, CIA assets, SEAL teams. I think we have a lot of things at our disposal.
If you're going to sit up there and take
hang on, MC, I need to interrupt here something. I just want to say the libertarian who believes in the no aggression principle is advocating for the assassination of a foreign leader.
Kind of. Not quite, but yeah, you got it.
It's absolutely what you're doing.
Okay. Well, is that better than thousands of lives killed? It's like Dany in Game of Thrones. Should she go to the Red Keep and burn the bitch, or should she go grid to grid and kill the civilians?
Sorry,
that easy. Don't you think we would have done it?
MC says she burns grid to grid. She burnt grid to grid, so she went with MC. I still say she should have headed to the Keep. So
I'm with Donnie on this one. Those people treated her like shit. No, Donnie did the right thing.
You know what she's not worried about? She's not worried about any of them coming back to haunt her, are they?
Well, I can guarantee you there'll be no one starving in that city.
She got rid of the problem today and for tomorrow and for the next 5 years. But no, you could do that, but you've got to take out the entire infrastructure of the country. Now, are you willing to do that?
Am I willing to watch American ships get hit by sea mines? No, I'm not. I'm not ready to see that. So if it's American lives versus Persian, the Persians can go fuck themselves.
Well, then then the B-52s are a good start. You just start bombing the place until the people come back and say, we surrender. And all we have to do is say, well, we'll know when you surrender, when you hold those frickin' assholes that are your leaders' heads on pikes. Or is that a bit too severe?
No, even my guest here, he's making fun of me. Oh, what, you're not going to say B-54s again? Fuck off.
Speaking of your guest, you said you were gonna pop his proverbial cherry. Why don't you
Oh
get
well,
him on here?
I'm working on it. Just give me a little bit.
No, there's no working on it. Nobody gets a working on it for popping their proverbial cherry.
Yeah,
Get
just
his ass
just spit
in
on it and
here.
jam it
like,
in.
doesn't it sound like Sherardi wants somebody new to torture?
Oh yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Get him in here or her in here. I don't care who it is. Just get
Okay,
their ass in here.
I'm sorry. I must have missed a stream or two because who is Mod Dodge planning to rape?
Apparently, he's got company and he wants to get them, their, whoever the fuck they go by.
They don't have
And
special pronouns.
oh, they're a special snowflake too? Oh, that's adorable. Let's play.
Yeah, Dodge, she's right. Just spit on it and jam it in.
Yeah.
You guys are evil. I'm just saying that.
Haven't you known that all this year?
I've been nothing but kind and gentle, willing to help, bring out the best in humanity and the milk of human kindness.
Yes,
Did you
MC,
just say
only
the
person
milk of
I could-
human kindness?
Yes, I did.
The only person more
wow.
giving than MC was Hitler. He gave everybody free train rides and showers.
Yeah. Right
But no,
before he.
But when you're
Ready.
talking about the ramp up to World War III, though, we really do have it if you're landing bombers in the vicinity, right? This is a ramp up. You do have the Russians and the Chinese involved as well. So how is this going to play out? Let's
how's it going to play out? Bomb, 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 Iran, and then we could have other people join in. Bomb, bomb, bomb. You know, like a whole little chorus.
And remember, those
Because
bombs
we
are,
can.
and remember, those bombs are bombs of love.
Guess what? MC's favorite little toy just came in.
Hi, memes.
Jensen
But no,
says, neutral evil, with an arrow pointing at his name.
Well, no, and I see Mox in the chat. Thank you, buddy, for shouting shit out. Jensen's up in the chat. I hope you're doing better, buddy. Keep up the recovery, my friend. And there's a few new people. Sci-Fi Universes. Thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe. Welcome to the show, guys. Today we're just kind of ranting and doing a thought experiment about World War III. All right, we move on Iran. What does the rest of the world do, Farty?
Well, I can tell you exactly what they do. The Europeans will complain. The Australians will complain, only in a different accent. And Britain will do a lot of complaining in a slightly posher accent.
The Europeans will complain because they're buying oil off Iran and all this kind of shit for cheap, and no one will listen to them. The Commonwealth will probably go in with the Yanks. Yeah.
Apparently, everybody's telling about what kind of evil or neutral or good they are in the chat. I myself am true neutral.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's so
Neutral
necessary.
evil is the best evil.
No, MC, you're obviously lawful evil.
What do you mean I'm a lawful evil?
Oh,
Well, you like to follow the law.
I like other people to follow the law.
Oh.
so you don't like to follow the law.
Oh, that just makes you a dictator.
It's everybody else that has to follow the law, just not MC.
You know, I'm starting to think that MC should have picked a job where he gets to eat donuts.
You know what, boys? Boys, keep it up. I'm gonna fucking lead the next Easter Rising. Keep your shit up, dude.
What? No.
Bring it on, you. Oh, come on. Yeah. You're going to lead an Easter Rising from your computer.
Okay, so the Iranians started using drones to hit shipping in the Gulf. What's your solution, memes?
Oh. Don't we have ships?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have crappy ships that are oversized. We covered this last episode.
Okay, we have ships. What do you want us to do? Hand out a donut?
Don't.
Yes,
I
that's a
finished
good
my
idea.
donut earlier, MC. Don't remind me. But don't we have certain budgets for certain systems that could probably handle that?
Teams. Would
Handle-
this make you
handle
feel
what?
better? Would this make you feel better? We fly over and we drop sack lunches, but they're all BLTs. Is that okay?
No, that's bigoted. But what we got to do is no. Robin Williams already solved this.
Oh,
Basically,
yeah.
since some of these areas are at least Afghanistan, my apologies if I'm being racist to any of the Iranians, they are hashish smoking nations. So we need to drop Pop-Tarts and peanut butter.
Well, if we're going to drop anything like that, if it's part of a PIC program, I believe we should sit up there and take out the bombing bays and load them with sprayers and bring the B-52 bombers over to Iran spraying LSD.
Okay, we can drop peanut butter. I'm okay with dropping peanut butter as long as it's the bacon peanut butter.
No, I've got a way easier way of dealing with this. You see, because they can't see.
Drop dusting spraying bacon grease.
No, we're not going to force them to do anything.
No spraying, no chemical agents, no breaches of the fucking Geneva Convention or anything like that. See, like since they can't see tits and all this kind of stuff because they've got to be all covered up and shit like that, and there's no porn and all that. Like tits solve everything. Just put a giant nipple on the Goodyear blimp and fly that over the top of it. Ooh, look at the teeth! Look at the teeth! Look at the teeth! And while they're too busy doing that, you're going to kick them in the balls.
That's just
here's
a
an
big
idea.
move.
How about we split the difference? We cover the nuke in peanut butter and then drop it.
No, cover it in bacon grease.
Peanut
Fuck
butter?
it.
No. Here's the solution. No, we're not going to spray psychedelics or anything. If we were going to go down that route, we would drop massive amounts of cybacillin. We would have to distribute it evenly across the nation. No, because I thought, didn't the Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, did he not utilize some of that to potentially meditate?
Oh,
What did
I
you
have
say?
no problem
Prophet
letting them
Muhammad made
meditate.
peanut butter.
I don't know. No, folks have used it for meditation. I know Sam Harris has.
Who the hell's Sam Harris?
All I remember is reading that some folks were saying in a study that perhaps the solution for conservatives is to feed them magic mushrooms.
Loafer Sheffield in the chat says, my favorite snack when stoned is pork scratchings. Nom nom. Would they work?
No, and we're not going to abuse conservatives by forcing cybacillin. No, it needs to be voluntary. Anything you do like that, but it is, I do believe, standard deviation wise, it's one standard deviation of openness increase for up to 18 months.
Isn't a drone strike a call for voluntary bombings?
Well, I mean, if that sounds like an act of war.
Oh, really? So Iran is committing acts of war?
Oh, well, don't we have ships?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
Don't
saying
we also have secret systems we've invested billions of dollars on that could handle that?
Handle what?
The issues?
Like what? How?
Drone bombings?
Oh, you think we should drone back?
No, we could probably stop them or seize control like they did of ours.
What do you mean we can stop them? You can't if they're not shooting at our ship. The systems are designed to stop attacks on U.S. ships, not on Norwegian ships.
You're saying we can't control like an RC helicopter with a brick of C4 on it?
It's not an
No,
RC
probably
helicopter. Have you seen those pictures of those drones?
Oh, I have not.
Oz says white phosphorus.
No, that's against the Geneva. Well, never mind. We never signed that. The MC, I do listen once in a while.
I'm still waiting for you to come up with a real solution.
Did they commit an act of war against us?
Commit an act of war against our allies in international shipping.
No, memes. Even the libertarian in me goes, hey, you plant mines in the fucking strait there, then we have a goddamn problem. That's international water. You have no right to that. By the way, we do have Super Chat, Streamlabs, and a Patreon. Check it out. Super Chat's down there in the chat, and everything else is in the description. Anyway, memes.
What
dude.
Dodge is trying to say is we need your money. Give us your money.
No, I watched Hot Fuzz. No, we don't start mining things. except Mithril.
Well, no, I mean they start placing naval mines in the Strait of Hormuz. We got a goddamn problem, dude.
Are they laying mines?
They are definitely threatening it. Have they laid one yet? I'm not sure. MC,
They may not have laid mines, but they did attack the 4 ships in the Gulf. And I want to go, well, we don't know who it was per se. We're not 100%
You got a question.
sure.
No subscribe star?
I do have a subscribe star, actually. I need to finish setting it up. But yes, we do have subscribe star.
Why is that the welcoming channel then?
Yeah, we got everything for you guys. I could I don't know, monetize
it's work in process now. So moving right along, please just view
Captain
this. Don't be monstrous.
Coalpile!
You took the captain's wrench. Please re-wrench the captain. He paid for it.
No.
You never take the captain's
he?
wrench. Huh? Oh, I did.
According to him, he did, and I have no reason to not believe the cap.
Yeah, Dodge just spit on it and re-wrenched the captain.
All right. So anyways, MC, let's try to avoid World War III here.
And how do you plan to do that? I'm still waiting for a solution.
Don't we have a very large boat heading there?
We have a very large boat in there that is what much less well, not much less, but is less protected now that the Spanish ran and hid.
They left?
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, breaking news. Alabama bill marks the start of all-out war on abortion. Alabama's governor signs the bill into law today. Get out of my uterus, one of the memes here says. Oh, bloody hell. Literally, bloody fucking hell.
Is this just an escalation and stuff? Because you got the New York bill that passed, you got the North Carolina bill that tried to pass, and now you got Alabama doing this. I think Ohio either did.
Alabama doing what? Doing what they're allowed to fucking.
Oh, excuse me, Georgia. My apologies. Wait. Was this Bama, Alabama, or Georgia?
Alabama.
This was Alabama. Georgia's getting ready to do one.
Yeah.
Did you say?
Right? I want to be serious for a moment. Right. This is the thing. It is still legal federally to get an abortion, but states, the people in those states, the taxpayers of that state have the right to have the laws they want to have. So if the majority in that state want this law, even though I am 100% against this law, I still support those people's right to vote for that law and have it in place. That's something I see these people absolutely forgetting from the left. They don't understand what democracy actually is. Rant over.
Okay, Dodge. Captain says, unwrench me, mad. I'm not around enough to have a wrench.
Oh, wait a minute. Everyone's bitching at me to give you a goddamn wrench. I do it, and now you want it taken back. You know what?
I said no.
God damn it, Captain.
You bought that wrench fair and square.
Yeah, dude, it's like Batman. You paid in for the wrench. By the way, you want a wrench? $3. That's all it takes.
No. If everyone in this chat gives you a goddamn $3 donation, then everybody will have a fucking wrench. And then how is Jensen supposed to do his job?
It'll be equality of outcome.
No. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm starting to think that, Mod is working for Activision, charging $3 for a spawner. Gamers will get that reference.
It's sounding more like that Mad Dodge is working for Girardi.
Yeah, either that or sell it out completely. No,
I think Terra Marine hit the number one thing on here. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
No, but when it comes to this Bama law, MC, it comes to this Bama law, man. All right, it won't be upheld. It won't. I mean, it's going to go up to the circuit court, and it's going to be pushed up further. It's going to reach the Supreme Court. Are they going to take the Roe v. Wade case and re-examine it?
Who knows?
That's what we're talking about here.
It is, and it's intended to do that. Will it? We don't know. The court doesn't have to take this case. I keep trying to explain this to you guys. The U.S. Supreme Court is a review court. This is what people have to understand. You cannot bring a case to the Supreme Court. Okay? It doesn't work that way. It has to be an appellate. You have to be trying to argue that a previous court case was denied, all right, incorrectly before the Supreme Court can take it. At no point can you take a case straight to the Supreme Court. It cannot happen.
And Voice, Sci-Fi Universe says, we are not a goddamn democracy. We are a republic.
No, I've had this argument with another American. No, hang on, Maud. I've had this argument with another American sci-fi guy, and I hate to tell you this, but your country is a democratic republic. Your states are democratic.
We're a constitutional republic.
Thank you, memes. You took the words right out of my mouth, dude.
That's it, meme. Steal my fucking thunder, why don't you?
You're welcome.
They threw a breadcrumb to memes. He still hasn't answered how he plans to avoid World War III.
Because he can't.
What?
Memes? Oh, memes is just gonna ride his fucking dragon and burn everybody to death. That's how he's gonna.
No, we're not going Danny on them. I had my iced coffee today.
All memes
What do you mean
is
we're not
gonna
going?
do
Why
is
not?
put on- all memes
If you
is
don't
gonna
have
do
a
is-
solution to stop them, then you might as well just sit back and get your popcorn ready.
Are we not showing force? Are we not potentially projecting force right now? Do you really think that Iran wants to go to war with the United States of America?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
I'm still waiting for your solution then.
You really believe they want to go to war with us?
Yes.
Why do you think they're doing what they're doing, you dumb dragon?
When are their next elections?
What elections?
They have elections. I remember the
I'm
other
sorry,
guy.
the
The other guy with
Ayatollah
the.
Khomeini does not go up and go, well, I was elected out of office.
They have presidential elections and stuff.
And they're so completely subordinated to the Ayatollahs.
Well, yeah. We can do better. We can do better. We don't just always need to kill each other.
No, we need to do it.
No.
Yes.
No.
There is no other solution, memes.
We need a better path.
You don't have a better path.
Okay. My husband says, is it war if you kill your enemy before they fire back?
Yeah.
I thought that was shock and awe. Oh, never mind.
I think that's called murder, honey.
No, that's called warfare. That is a war.
It's a surprise
Well, what if
attack.
they're not
Who-
expecting it?
Who
No,
defines
that-
that?
That's
That's-
not warfare. That's called a surprise.
Yeah. It's kind of how
What?
you want to try and fight your wars.
What threat does Iran currently pose to the United States of America?
What threat? They could sell.
I don't know. Ask the 11 sailors that got captured.
Yeah, that was bullshit. MC, did you see that video where the Iranians rolled up and just fucking captured them without a fight? Since when do Americans just give up like that?
What were their standing orders?
Memes is a little version of we don't want to actually hurt them.
MC, are the standing orders for the Navy the same as they were when that happened?
No,
Probably
Americans don't.
You have a
give
different
orders.
president in charge.
We
You know,
shoot
we have the Cheeto Fuhrer rather than Barack Hussein Obama.
I love how you do that every time you say his name.
Yeah, is that like a freaking tick now? You're just like Obama.
You even have memes doing it.
It
is
is
hilarious.
it is kind of catchy, but
Yeah, you see, what you don't understand is right now MC's sitting in drag.
none of that would surprise me. I've been on the internet too long.
Maybe a
I
dragnet.
do have shorts on, but I'm not sitting in drag. No,
How short are the shorts?
they're basketball shorts, the modern basketball shorts.
Okay.
See, maybe a dragnet.
No, there's no drag.
No, it's a mesh. It's a mesh net.
It's not even a mesh net.
It's layers of mesh.
Anyway,
Oz says not 70s basketball shorts.
no, not 70 shorts.
Well, Larry
Not-
Bird
not
was
the
able to
little-
fly very
not-
high.
Not the little hot pants things that they used to wear.
Well, it's freedom. That's why sometimes folks fought back in the day. They were naked, like for some of the gladiatorial
Freedom.
events and wrestling and stuff.
We're about to release some freedom on Iranians.
Wait, do you really think we're going to spread freedom to Iran?
No, some folks in
We're
Iran,
going to
they were
free them from the mortal coil and the suffering of today's life.
no. We should try to avoid genocide, MC. That's bad.
We have tried.
Bad MC.
What happens when you try and still fail?
Flying Falcon says, "Why are we talking about MC shorts?"
Who wears short shorts?
No, and the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So
like Theresa May?
Yeah, she's going for number 4 now. She wants a 4th vote.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, she put that out that she wants a 4th
You
vote.
can't hate the lady for trying.
Yeah, you can.
She's quite literally insane. She's doing the same thing over and over and over and getting the same
maybe
damn
she asked
results.
nicer.
Okay, memes. You do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and
Yeah,
over.
you
And what
keep
does MC
splashing
do to
waves
you?
in women's faces, and then you get dumped. Dude, stop putting waves in people's faces.
What is it?
It was not my intention.
And you took her glasses too.
Goggles. And MC, to be fair, I did just record a cover video. I am going to apply to Subverse to help out Tim Pool, even though I'm not looking for a job.
Okay.
Oh,
my
so
husband
you
said,
are Tim Pool's delegated representative. You
oh my
poor
God.
sot.
No, I'm putting
But
in
MC, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Maybe now you'll be able to get your hands on Tim Pool. And memes to you. My husband said memes does do the same thing over and over and over again. How many exes does he have now?
They're all buried in his basement.
I don't have a basement. I'm on a slab.
Yeah, he used to
So
have
he
a
buried
basement.
them in cement?
He
He
used to
doesn't
have a
do it.
basement.
The aunties have to have a job, don't they?
I have worked for some coal patch, and I mean that's asphalt based though.
Anyway,
Well, MC.
But-
All I'm saying is, if bad things start to happen, I think
Ooh.
there's a response.
Flying Falcon in the chat. Tim has gone pretty damn low to end up with memes.
I haven't sent him the video yet. I need to upload my resume and stuff.
scraping the bottom of the barrel.
But think of it this way, MC. If he can get with memes, you might be able to get an interview with Tim Pool.
You think if I hold memes hostage, Tim Pool will interview me?
No,
Maybe.
no, because I've heard criticisms of Mr. Pool, and it's nice. A lot of it comes down to lack of information, like when he had his discussion/debate with Mr. Pac-Man the other day. Frickin', he gained additional information and a different outlook, and it broadened his horizons. And then he disappeared for 2 days.
Yeah, and he came
Yeah,
back. with
and
the-
then he quit.
he comes back with the video going, I can't understand why the dynamic is why is it that the left can laugh at themselves, but the right can?
Well, maybe it'd be
Party.
useful if he had contact with people that could explain certain things to him, where if he's lacking information.
Yeah, maybe if he bothered to actually, do a little research or actually learn how to be an adult, he would have already know the answer.
Not everyone is a beta-based AI from like the NSA. Come on.
I'm
No,
a
they're all
beta
from the
based
CIA.
AI.
Yeah.
You just called me a beta.
Well, Cabbage was an alpha. He was the initial version because he was slightly older. I do this, Cabbage.
Actually,
And you are the
Cafe
beta
is
version.
younger than me.
Oh, my apologies for being ageist.
Oh my God, memes. This is why you get into so much trouble with us. You apologize for everything, and then you go, "I'm ageist, I'm racist,
Well,
I'm sexist,
It's not memes. It's beta.
What? No, I'm not from Texas, but I am Irish. But no, other than that, no. A wise man once said, "Be quick to say you're sorry."
When you haven't done anything wrong?
You're saying,
No.
Are you trying to say that Ogre is a wise individual?
I have gained wisdom from that crazy Master Roshi looking individual.
He is not Master Roshi. Quit comparing him to Master Roshi.
Ogre is a drunken fucking idiot, and that's coming from a drunken idiot. So I thought we were still talking about Iran. I thought Meme said we should go just apologize. I'm like, what?
Where is your companion?
What? I don't have a companion.
If you're a fucking pimp, Dodge, where's your goddamn companion?
I have a cat.
Hey,
you said you were a pimp earlier.
You gotta give me some money.
Oh, bitch, please.
Hey, quid pro quo.
And you want to say words right?
Hey, Aunt Jack has been a very loyal viewer for many months.
Oh, so many moons.
I like the moon.
Many of
you like everything.
Thanks, Oz. I appreciate that. Oz says I'm so old that my AI code was done in hieroglyphs.
I didn't know you were Egyptian.
Michael Lennon, are you a robot? Am I roboting? Is that what's going on?
No,
MC's a robot.
Oh, okay. He's asking if we can shut down.
Old you are.
Trump 20. How old am I? I am 34
No,
years old.
How old is MC? You aren't important.
MC?
You haven't
95?
been talking most of the stream.
No. It's my show, woman. I will eject you.
Yeah, and you haven't.
I am 55, going on 56 soon.
So 90 going on 120.
No.
I was going to go buy the hieroglyphics for his script-based. That's like 35K. No, sorry. 3.5K. My apologies.
Another math challenged individual.
Yeah, math is hard.
Yeah. 1, 2, 6.
No, it's 1, 2, 3. Crunch. 3. That's how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop.
And that was the wise old owl that was telling you to give you enlightenment.
He graduated. He had a hat on.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe that owl stole it while he was flying by a high schooler?
That would be like, I don't know, mislabeling.
That would be like what? Stealing?
No. Maybe it was a gift. Maybe he got an honorary degree.
I'm sorry, but what the fuck are you people talking about?
Oh, American propaganda. I mean,
I'm putting a hole in Memes' theory that an owl graduated from high school.
Owls are people too.
Sorry, I'll ask you again. What the fuck are you talking about?
TV.
Owls.
I'll find it. Hold on.
Exactly how do owls fit into World War III? Unless MC's going to,
No, we used pigeons in World War II, or we were attempting to. If we use owls, that's going to be the end of the world. MC, we are not going to war.
MC left.
Are you guys ADHD? I mean,
yes.
What's going on here? Okay. The answer is yes. Then fine. Memes. Would you just show up to Iran with a packet of roses and be like, please don't attack us?
Well, he probably
you need
would
to give them inspiration. No, I'd give.
Oh, so it'll be tulips, not roses.
No. If Chef Bourdain was still with us, I would go there with Anthony Bourdain and sample some of the. Dude, it looked so good. The food over there, it was amazing.
Yeah, so you'll be Buddhist. You'll cook their own food for them.
Oh, dude, you don't want me cooking their food. Then we're going
you'll
to war.
have their own food cooked for them right in front of their faces.
What? No, we eat and break bread together. Duh.
Really?
Yeah, but you treat people with charity, man.
Memes, how do you feel about dragon genocide? When dragons go around just killing everybody? How do you feel?
I am against that. I heard that was the plot of one of the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I haven't seen it yet.
So you're opposed to dragon genocide. So what if we capture all the dragons and put them in little cages? Is that okay?
No, that sounds like Pokemon.
No, we got to
Actually,
prevent the dragon genocide.
I saw Game of Thrones. There's only one dragon left.
Yeah, but that one dragon's a cunt.
What? Hey, you leave Drogon alone. He's been through a lot.
Well, no, I'm just saying dragons are evil. They cause death and destruction, kind of like nuclear weapons, and we should put an end to them.
No, not all dragons. And here's the thing, man. If you have a bunch of people over time just going to hunt you and your kin and trying to steal your treasure, that's going to put a very bad taste in said dragon's mouth. So, I mean, it comes down to life experience, man.
And bearded dragons are adorable. They're just a
Especially
pain
when
in
they
the-
eat blueberries.
Oh dear.
Shirardi, you would just tie them up, you kinky bitch. Anyway, moving.
No, bearded dragons are a pain in the ass, and they're tiny, tiny creatures.
Yeah, sorry about the dead air. I was looking at the chat there. Jensen's still with us. Hey, you're still alive. Good to see you, buddy. Okay. So moving on from dragon genocide. Voice of One. Dude, are you guys gonna put up with Theresa May? I mean, MC brought it up for a second, but bloody hell, dude. 4 times, 4 tries, just leave already. Like, I mean, it was easier to dump my first girlfriend than this. This is fucking
Look at its
bullshit.
little feet. Look at its little feet. It's so happy.
Oz says, "Who's putting a bad taste in the dragon's mouth?"
Its owner, it likes blueberries and small other things.
Okay, I can no longer take this stream seriously.
Thank you, memes. But no, voice. That was a real question. Like 4 times, dude. Come on. Like
Wait, what?
somebody's put an end to Theresa May already, by hook or by crook.
She is determined to try to make a deal. I mean,
No, memes. She is determined to betray the people. Get it right.
Well, I mean, that might be the outcome potentially. I mean, I don't
No,
know
that is what she is trying to do. We wanted to leave. Her only job was to get us out. Period.
Is
And
that
she still hasn't done it.
well? She's trying to make a deal.
Because she wants
No.
us to stay in, which means she's a traitor.
But I thought she had that checkers thingy.
She's
No.
a fucking moron, is what she is.
She's
Well,
a
I
traitor,
guess.
is what she is. And
she's-
right now, there are several, well, let's just say, basically, she has been giving her marching orders. She has been told she has to give the rest of her party a date when she is either getting us out of the EU or she is leaving.
Well,
Believe me, the majority of people in her own party don't want her there anymore.
so she has a deadline. Okay, so stuff and things are going to happen, hopefully, or maybe, and well, we'll see. All I know is I watched Omega on stream where he was reviewing Prime Minister Question Time a little bit earlier, and all I saw was Jeremy Coburn kind of roasting the heck out of her.
All right, here's another angle I want to take. Common Sense Guy put out a video yesterday commenting on Sargon running for MEP for UKIP. He said he's going to revoke his UKIP membership. He's going to join the Brexit party. He's done with UKIP. He feels that Sargon is bad for the party. Now, I get his points. I think they were fair. I am not criticizing. But what do you guys think? Were his comments fair?
Well,
Is Sargon bad for UKIP?
I can't
don't
actually
know.
say anything in this subject because I have a response video coming out tomorrow.
Can you give a quick, like, how do you feel about it? You know what I mean? Like, don't leak your video, but
Well, I haven't made it yet, so you know. No, I think no. I don't think. I mean, you have to remember that the UKIP party is already in the toilet. You know, there's really no lower down they can go. You know, the simple fact is that the UKIP party was Nigel Farage. And once he left, the majority of people left. And now that he started his Brexit party, the majority of UKIP voters have went to the Brexit party. So no, the Brexit party is basically down the toilet.
What I took from the video myself, and this is, obviously an American perspective, was that he took offense with Sargon's earlier comments via social media. My problem with that is the color of your character does not necessarily depend on your previous history. People do change. Whenever you switch a stance in politics, it's not necessarily flip-flopping.
Well, you should have a logical reason or share an experience that actually explains why. It's just, is it because you truly believe that, or is it because that kind of seems to be where the political waters are going, and it just, well, this is what people seem to like and everything, so I'm just going to keep on doing this. I'm just going to keep on going after these folks and everything. And it's like, if that's truly what you believe, I mean, okay, just be honest about it. But if you're kind of just, I don't know, following some clicks or doing, I don't know, man. I don't know what's in another person's head. Or, oh, crap, I need to finish my Sargon hit piece.
Well, here's the thing, though, that did strike me that I had never heard before. The Sargon crowdfunding a video game and never coming through with it. How much money did they
I heard it was refunded.
It was refunded. I have evidence it was. So yeah, CSG was wrong on that point.
He was basing his video off of someone else's video.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough then, because I had never heard that, and I was like, wait a minute, did he scam a bunch of people out of money? Now he's running for office? What says he's not going to scam them too? You know what I mean?
See, I thought that I thought a lot of the investors and stuff were just like friends and family. That was what because I believe he'd explained it before. Some other folks explained it was like $8,000. I believe all of it got refunded. I'm not sure if it was the whole amount. Voice would probably know better.
Well, I only checked the thing, and the refunds were given out, at least at that point in time. So, again, did anybody receive them? I don't know, but it was posted that refunds were on their way.
All right, well, it looks like it's down to me and you, Voice. So let's take a look at the chat. Doku, get your fucking punk ass in here. You fucking ditched out on me last night, you cunt. Get in here. That's right. I'm calling you out, Doku. Right here, right now. No. No, and MC's in the chat also. Aunt Jack, Melissa, Flying Falcon. How are you guys all doing? Glad to see the regulars here as usual. When it comes to Sargon, though, Voice, I mean, is he good for UKIP? Or, you know what? You're making a response video. Let me change the question. Is Count Dankula good for UKIP?
Honestly, on the grand scheme of things, I don't think Dankula brings anything to the party. You know, I mean, he does piss take videos, you know, he hasn't done anything really impressive besides get arrested. You know, I think that when it comes to Sargon, he has a large amount of videos on YouTube, many with very good points. You know, he's a well-known celebrity in internet terms, and he has a lot of followers in the UK. So, in fact, after he joined, the membership of UKIP went up by, I think, around 3,000. So, if nothing else, he's enough to bring in a few more faces. Whether he'll be good when it comes to policy, I don't know. But it's at the minute, he has brought in more people, so at least that's something. Okay, sorry for the dead air, folks. I thought Maud was going to counter there, but
Well, no, I was talking to people here also. All right, so the thing with Dankula, I think his main problem would be the court issue, right? He refused to pay his fine. They confiscated it. That doesn't look good. But yet he is still going forward. What do you think about that?
well, I think the whole trial thing was wrong. I think the judge should have been took up for not doing his job properly. This should never have gone to court, but everything to do with Dank's arrest and his conviction was political. It had nothing to do with the word of the law or the spirit of the law. It was 100% political. They wanted to put him down and put him down fast.
But they failed. They didn't put him down. And he's bigger now than ever, and he might fucking win. Is that scary? Just a little bit? I mean,
It's scary for them because if he becomes an MEP, he has a much larger platform. And if they go after him when he's an MEP, that's a whole different candle of fish. Him as a random citizen, they can pretty much do what they want and get away with it. But when he's an MEP, he has a whole huge amount of new avenues open to him when it comes to defending himself from the UK government. You know, he has more courts in the European he can go to if they try to do something to him. So no, if he actually gets voted in, there's going to be quite the shit show.
well, here's my question. If you are a part of, I want to leave the EU, why are you running to represent Great Britain within said EU? What exactly is the point of that? Your whole idea is to withdraw. So why are you running for office within said thing you want to withdraw from?
Well, you see, this is the entire point. We should have been out of the EU by now. There shouldn't have been any European parliamentary elections. That should have been done. But they're running for MEP to be able to do what basically Nigel Farage does. Go there and call them out on their bullshit and basically be pains in the ass for the European Parliament until we actually do get out. It's more of a statement rather than anything productive that will happen, but at least it will allow them to voice their opinion of how fucking useless the EU is right to the EU's faces.
Well, yeah, no, and my kids just walked through the door from school, so sorry about that. But okay, so you have Sargon, you have Dankula, any other? Oh, Robinson. We haven't talked about him. What's his chances of winning?
None, because they're going to take him back to court again.
That doesn't matter towards his parliamentary vote, though, right? Like voting in the office.
As far as I know, only if he's found not guilty and isn't sent to jail, But the thing is, they've done this twice now, and he's been found not guilty twice, and now they're trying to take him back again, simply because they're doing it politically. I mean, if you want to talk about censorship, this is government trying to censor a British citizen, and the mainstream media are egging it on. Politicians are egging on the censorship, not understanding that if they can actually get away with it with Robinson and actually put him in prison and silence him, they can do that to anybody. So they don't even understand the danger of what's happening to Robinson that could have effects for every other citizen in the country.
Okay, so I mean, the interesting thing is, do you think Theresa May will get this fourth vote? And if she doesn't, what exactly is going to fucking happen, dude? You guys are at a crossroads here. It's either leave or don't, and you've been stuck there for 2 years.
Yes, well, as you said, we're not at a crossroads now. We've been at a crossroads for 2 years. And the simple fact is, she's not going to get another vote. And even if she did, she'd lose the vote anyway. She hasn't anywhere near the number to win it. And no, Theresa May, as I said, she is a traitor. She is doing her best to try and stay in the EU. She doesn't want us to leave. Labour, most of Labour supporters don't want us to leave. You know, unfortunately, the political class, the media class, the sort of upper middle class twats don't want us to leave because they're all in some way financially benefiting from being in the EU, but the majority of people are not.
So is this almost a generational difference between the millennials and the boomers?
No, it's which way would you put it? It's you could almost say a class. It's about class because basically, all the MPs who are pro-European are mostly upper class. The mainstream media who are all for it, the writers, the quote-unquote journalists and stuff, they're all sort of middle class. And all the SJWs who want to remain are almost exclusively middle class. So basically, you have these sort of middle class people who want to stay in the EU, and the working class want the fuck out. So yeah, I think it would be more.
How big is the middle class in the UK as it is, though? Right, it's kind of becoming the lords, as you would call them in the old days, and then the regular people like you, and then the refugees. But that doesn't mean the regular people like you are the middle class, because that's lumped in with the poor, the higher middle class. It's not a real assessment, is it?
Well, no, you see, the working class and poor, the category I would fit in, we're one section. Then you have the middle class, who are majority for Remain. Then you have the millionaires and the really rich, the 1%. We say half of them are for staying and half are against staying. So again, it's a shit show. Basically, we should have been out by now, but the politicians are useless, so we're not.
Well, no, and it seems like England itself has kind of shrunk in demographics to where it's almost like a two-tier system where it's the haves and the have-nots. And the have-nots are pretty much the refugee class who click up into their own boroughs within the city, right?
Well, no, I think it'd be more appropriate to say it's geographical difference. You see, it's the same as in America, you could say, because the major cities like London, Edinburgh are very, pro the lies and propaganda of identity politics. Just like, Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York. But the people, once you get outside the town, into the suburbs and the countryside, we're all against it. So basically, you could actually say it's more in the city people who are all this pro bollocks, and the rest of us who don't want to be in the EU. But unfortunately, because most of the media, the newspapers and stuff, and the politicians are all in the cities, they'll jump on anything that they think will get them voted. So it's basically the cities versus the countryside.
Yeah, see, the problem with that, though, here in the United States, there's a lot more countryside. You understand? So when you scale it down to the size of, I don't know, the British Isles, then you have an issue, don't you?
Well, I don't think I understand your point.
My point is, the United States is gigantic. So when it comes to voting, it is very drastic from region to region, and it can be very dynamic. When it comes to the United Kingdom, it is much smaller. So the countryside is smaller. Therefore, the voting population is smaller. So if you're competing with, I don't know, London, then you have a goddamn problem.
Yes, well, you see, that's why you have a representative republic. I believe you called it earlier on, is because if you have 50 plus million people in California, they're going to constantly outvote, the 10 million in Idaho, so, and that's again a problem over here, but we tried and sorted out with a first past the post thing instead of going your way. But
I don't like the first past the post thing. I think that causes a lot of problems, and I think that's what's led you into your rut.
Well, I don't think it's led us where we are. I think I do agree with you. It's not good. I think whoever gets, if someone gets 7,000 votes, they should get all those 7,000 votes. But if the past the post is 5,000, those 2,000 of those votes go to someone else, and that's taking away our democracy. So the first past the post system isn't democratic, because anybody who votes for that person afterwards, their vote gets given to someone else. So yes, that is undemocratic.
Yeah, no, and well, what I'm trying to get the point across here is the fact that when you're talking about something as small as the United Kingdom, you can fit the United Kingdom within the state of Texas like 3 times. So you're talking about a smaller demographic, and you have a lot of large cities. You have London, Edinburgh. You got Belfast is in Ireland, so that doesn't count. But you know where I'm going here. Nottingham. You got a lot of very big cities within the UK where the population is built up and where they are more apt to sway left, i.e., towards the EU, where you have very sparse countrysides with very sparse populations, which might want to be more, in my terminology, conservative and want to leave and remain autonomous. So you have a real problem here because the demographics don't represent the sentiment.
Well, I think that's true in every country at the minute, but again, it wouldn't be so bad if in the last 15 years we hadn't let in 10 million immigrants or anything. But again,
yeah, but you have, and now you have to deal with that. So how do you move forward from dealing with that? Because that is a shock to the system. Bam, you're in reset mode. Now you have a new voting population that is going to vote their own way, and no one really knows which way that is, right? Muslims are mainly conservative, but they also want autonomy and to have their crazy honor killings and shit.
Well, no, you see, we've seen direct proof. Basically, we saw proof of this in America. In America, I think it was 82% of immigrants vote Democrat. They vote left. And it's the same here. Whoever is going to give the immigrants more, what do you say, more benefits for doing nothing, that's who they're going to vote for. That's the same in any country.
Well, no, and I'm looking at the chat here. I'm being called out. Okay, Lover Sheffield, at Mad Dodge. Belfast is not in Ireland. It is a province of the UK. If you can find pounds, dollars, to throw at the unionist politicians to form a coalition government. Aunt Jack, Islam is not conservative? ? Melissa, yes, them off in my honor, smiley face. Islam needs to get the fuck out. It's a cult, says Falcon. All right. So when it comes to Belfast is obviously in Southern Ireland, so it is the Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, now you're just taking the piss. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, are they embedded with the English politicians?
Our main party is, yes. That's the only way the Conservatives were able to even get a majority to stay in government at when David Cameron quit was May ran to the DUP, give me your votes. And a large check was written, and the DUP gave May their votes to the Conservatives. So, yeah. You see,
Well,
we really
no,
need a
and
person in here.
I'm handing candy out to a bunch of kids. So, excuse me, real quick. Here you go.
Yeah, we need a third person in here, so there's no more dead air. Someone jump in.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you serious, Samantha? Get out of here. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I know. I get one little tiny piece. The thing is, the problem I have with the UK is, are you a monarchy or are you not? And if you are, Queen, please take over this bunch of fucking ingrates. Like, this shit's getting ridiculous.
No, if she tried to, what would you say, get rid of Parliament, that would start a civil war. At the very least, a political war.
I think the Crown would win. Good for her.
Depends who the soldiers choose to fight for.
They swear loyalty to the Queen, do they not?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I've never read their incoming swears, so I couldn't tell you if it's to the country or to her.
Well, it should be to her because, like, you should swear to the crown because you represent said crown. So the thing is,
yeah, but then you have no democracy because you're swearing. So
why are you a democracy? You've been a fucking monarchy for the entirety of your existence.
We're not a monarchy anymore.
To be a democracy.
No, we haven't been a monarchy since the Queen or the Queen at the time gave the power to the House of Parliament. No, if she turned around and says, right, we're going to be a monarchy, I'm going to decide what happens. Oh yeah, that would be a fucking shit show and a half.
What if the United States backed the crown? What if the U.S. said the Queen is correct?
Yeah, that would not only start a civil war, but there'd probably be quite a number of terrorist attacks in America as well. You know, so yeah, no, that would cause even more problems. They wouldn't be shouting Allahu Akbar, blowing places up in America. They'd be shouting Rule Britannia. No, that's not a good thing. Okay, someone has really got to jump the fuck in here.
Booster was right there. Okay. So let's switch topics here a little bit. So Disney is going to redo Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Are you fucking kidding me, voice? This is right in your wheelhouse. Go.
Yeah, no, I actually have to go do a number one, so I'll rant about it when I get back. But you're going to have to cover this first bit.
All right. So I'm gonna look at the chat here. Jensen, dude, can you talk yet? Come help a brother out. All right, we got Joshua in here. I would hop on, but I don't know for British politics. Well, we're switching gears here a little bit. We're shifting in the pop culture, so you're welcome to join us. Aunt Jack, if you're not in my tribe and useless to me, I don't care about you at all. Spoken like a true Asian. Hats off to you, my friend. Loafer Sheffield. Theoretically, the Queen could dissolve Parliament, but she's too busy watching horse and the racing and blowing Phil. No wonder he can't drive straight. Wow. Okay, let's disseminate that a little bit. Theoretically, the Queen could dissolve Parliament. True. Totally agree. But she's too busy watching horse, the racing, and blowing Phil. When is she blowing Phil? This bitch is like 79 years old. Who wants her to blow anybody? I wouldn't let her near my dick. Would you, Falcon? Would you let her near your dick? This is like the lizard queen. No, she'll bite it off. Don't do it. It's a trap. I'm telling you, it's a trap. Run away. Run far away. Jensen, sorry, man. My voice is still fucked. Dude, I don't know, man. Some Banaka and get on here. Like, what's going on here?
Okay, I don't know what happened when I was away, but somehow we went from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids to Lizard somebody fucking somebody.
I'm reading the chat. You left me alone. Serves you right. So, the Disney redo of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Oh my God. The cringe in this shit. And the pure horror. This is a classic. We talked about this just the other day in our 80s show, right? You know, it came out in 89. It was a brilliant fucking movie. And can they get the fucking actor back? I don't think they can. He retired. He quit. He's out. He's done. Finito. Fucking done, bitch. Oh, voice, save me.
Yeah, he Rick Moranis left Hollywood when his wife died. So he left to be with his kids. But I'm looking up this just I just want to get a look at the story, see what it's about. Gets with Gosh Sad the star, whoever the fuck Gosh Sad is, I've never heard about him in my life. WW3 sort. Oh, for fuck's sake, what the hell is this shit? I didn't want to go to that. Fucking adverts. Blah, blah, blah. The plan is the movie is set about 3 decades after the original, with God set to play the grown-up version. Hang on, I have to find out who this God fella is. Who's Josh God?
Well, no, and the thing is, man, I loved Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I watched Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. I watched all those stupid fucking movies, all right? But the best was the original. And if you can't recreate the magic of the original, then Disney, shut the fuck up and move along. Remake, I don't know, Song of the South.
Well, I found out that Gosh Sad is apparently the fat fella from the remake of Beauty and the Beast. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what it's going to end up being. It's a modern day reboot, but they don't know what. There's nothing deeper than that. So I honestly don't know what it's going to be like.
What the idea is it's the son of the dad from the original, and he shrinks his children. See, I'm kind of with Mundane Matt on this one, because the way he put it was like, you know, you could do something good with this. You could jump off and be like, okay, the son is going through a divorce instead of the dad this time. They all get together, you know, like the soon-to-be ex-wife shows up to sign the divorce papers. Something goes wrong with the old machinery. Bam, they're all shrunk. Somehow they have to signal the fucking, you know, homeboy from the original to unshrink them. And that's their journey. That could work. I don't agree with Mundane Matt much, but that could work for this story.
I'm still going to disagree with Mundane fucking Matt. No, that wouldn't work. What would work is that actually Rick Moranis' original character dies, and a university or something is cleaning out, you know, all the stuff again, we have to. I mean, are they going to take in the second and third ones as canon? We don't know if the first one and only the first one is canon. Then they can play directly from it. But if they're going to count 2 and 3 as canon, then we have a serious fucking problem.
Well, see, the thing is, they're kind of playing it both ways. They're like, oh, it's a reboot. Wait a minute, it's not. It's part of the same universe but it's his son. So they're talking out of both sides of their fucking mouth. I don't know, man. If it's a reboot, then reboot it with updated graphics, new actors, and do the same fucking story. Fuck it. I don't care. Just make it look better. But if it's a continuation, then you need a good story, because that third movie fucking sucked dick.
No, you see, this is the problem. One of my main worries is, and we can see this in nearly every fucking new movie coming out, is that instead of using practical facts like they did back then, you know, the giant ant was actually there. They made it out of plastics and rubber and so on, and the leaves were there. You know, they made the whole small garden was practical, but I have a funny notion that if they remake it, it's just going to be another CGI fucking mess.
But no, yeah, I don't know how they could really play this. And you're looking at Disney. I mean, they're trying to do the Disney fucking streaming service. All right, I get you. But you have a backlog of what, 100 years? Why do you need to reboot Honey, I Shrunk the Fucking Kid?
Because they're all out of ideas.
They don't need ideas, voice. They have a backlog of 100 years. I mean,
Yeah, but that's just saying that they should remake other things. No. I mean, I've said this before and I'll say it again. To anyone at Disney, in fact, anybody who can get in contact with Disney, or if Bob Iger, if you're actually by some miracle watching Mod's stream, first, you colossally fucked up Star Wars, thanks. And second, that there's these things called libraries. If you go to the library, you will see a section called fictional and fantasy. Buy all those books and make them into movies. It's that simple.
Well, that's what I was saying. It's like, go to Goodwill, right? This is what CBS should do. Go to Goodwill, buy a whole fucking row of Star Trek novels, and pick one, bitch. They're all fucking good. I mean, make that.
Yeah, but they can't make that because, unfortunately, that's part of the past canon. That's the prime timeline canon. They can only create shit in the STD canon universe, which is owned by Bad Remake and Secrets. You know,
Bad Remake and Secret Robot. I like that. We'll go with that. That's what I'm going to use from now on. I like that.
So yeah, no. Unfortunately, you see, the thing is, and Midnight's Edge actually went over this, so they did in one of their videos. See, the problem is that J.J. Abrams' company, you know, Bad Robot, and there's another one
No,
that
it's
he
Secret Robot and Bad Stash. Come on now.
No, it's
the program here.
No, it's Bad Robot and Secret or some fucking thing.
Secret Stash. Yeah, Bad Robot, Secret Stash. I swapped names there.
They want the rights.
No, but they can't have the rights. You can't. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
You see, they want the rights to the merchandising. Unfortunately, CBS has the rights to merchandising for all the stuff that was made pre the Calvin Shite movies. So they want to create their own universe with their own merchandise so they can make the most money.
But they're not making any money because there's no merchandise being sold.
Well, you see, that's the problem. And that's why the Picard series didn't start even filming. It was meant to start filming like 4 or 5 weeks ago. But
they started filming 4 days ago? Yeah. And they only started filming when they got picked up by Amazon Prime internationally, which is telling. Because if you have belief in your streaming service, like I have belief in my channel, I do my thing, people listen, and I believe it will grow. CBS doesn't have that belief. They got to sell their shit to outsiders, right?
Well, I just want to check something here. Number of Netflix subscribers is around 150 million right, worldwide. Well, it's approaching 150 million worldwide. On Amazon Prime subscribers is at about 100 million. So you've got way more people. And again, so you have about half as many people again watching Netflix. So, and it's growing every day. So I would say because they went with, well, they had no actual option but to go with Amazon Prime. I bet you they got fucking the Picard series for a very good price. But the thing is, there's no guarantee that anybody on Amazon Prime is going to watch Picard. You know, it's one thing to get picked up by someone like Amazon Prime, but again, going by the very small number of people who were watching it and fucking Netflix and CBS's own channel, it wasn't great. So yeah, it's a fucking bollocks.
I tell you what, man. I am willing to give the Picard series a try because it's Picard. All right, straight up.
It's not Picard, but you see, that's the thing. I've been trying to tell people this since the Picard thing was announced. You're not getting Picard. You think you're getting the primetime Picard. You're not. You're getting the STD timeline Picard. He has nothing in common with the prime timeline Picard. Why do you think he's no longer part of Starfleet? He's some rabble running about in a fucking ship with a bunch of criminals. That's not Picard. Picard would never betray the Federation. You know, so you're not getting Picard.
Well, here's the thing, though. If they could do it like where he retired and he went on a archaeological trip, shit happens. I could see that. I could follow it. Now, if they show a Klingon that looks like the STD Klingons, I'm done. I'm done. I fucking cash out at that moment, dude.
Well,
No.
I hate to tell you this, but because they have to be different, you will be getting the Klingons from STD because that's the Klingons that Bad Robot owns. So they can't give you the Klingons from the prime timeline. You will be getting the Klingons from STD. Any alien race that was in STD, that's what you'll be getting in the Picard series.
That's ridiculous. Then why not just bring back William Shatner too and make it a fucking giant fucking jumble of shit? I mean,
well, in fact, don't be surprised if, you know, the traitorous war criminal, what do you call her? Michael Bitch or something shows up because, you know, that could happen as well because you need, you know, the strong black woman who fills two diversity boxes to show up and save the day. So, you know, it's a clusterfuck.
No, see, what I would do with Picard is, like I said before, it would be more of a PTSD thing about the Borg happening at Wolf 359. And I would play off of that. But if you want to throw a adventure twist, then we do archaeology. That's what he liked. And you know who you throw in? That bitch that ran off with Q. Because her and Jean-Luc Picard or Sir Patrick Stewart had really good chemistry. And it would really work. And you could use that tandem to run through 2 seasons. You could do it.
The problem with that is, again, that goes against actual canon. We know what happens to Picard. We saw it in the last episode where we know he becomes an admiral. We know he becomes an ambassador. Then he goes and grows to a vineyard where he starts to lose his mind because of the disease. That's his progression in that universe. You know, him, I mean, the very fact that he runs, I mean, like, if you think about it, if we saw him as an admiral trying to control, you know, trying to be an admiral in Starfleet, while, say, they were having a war with the Borg, and all the decisions he would have to make to send people to their deaths, to, you know, that could be good. But no, if they're just going to basically rip off Firefly to make the Picard show, fuck it.
I don't know, man. This is what I can take solace in. I see a bigger future in Star Trek than I do in Star Wars because Dan and Dave are now taking over the Star Wars universe. And if they do what they did to Game of Thrones, they will be awesome for the first movie and a half. But the rest of that, you guys have fun. Welcome to my world.
That's the problem right there. There's no hope for either at the minute. I mean, everybody thinks, oh yeah, Star Wars, we have the Mandalorian TV show. It'll be, no, it's going to be exactly what everybody else thinks it's going to be. It's going to be more identity politics shoved in to it. It'll be a Star Wars universe, but probably, and remember, thanks to Rian Johnson, there's just massive holes in the canon now. So it all depends whether the Mandalorian will stick to the canon of the original movies or to the canon of this latest pile of shite.
Have you taken part in watching The Expanse yet? Because there is hope there. That is a good sci-fi show. It's realistic. It has the Game of Thrones themes where there's fighting between Mars, the Belt, and Earth. And then there's this outside threat. It's a really good, new, fresh sci-fi story. Have you seen it
I
yet?
haven't seen it yet because I don't have any subscription services.
Okay, well, use whatever means you have at your disposal, but look up at least season 1, episode 1 of The Expanse and see if you like it from there. Because I watched it and then I fucking powered through the audiobooks, dude. Like, it is a really good series. Matter of fact, I almost like it more than Trek. Only reason I say almost is I have so many years invested in Star Trek, man. Like, since I was, fucking 9, 8? I've been watching this shit. I'm 34. No, don't fuck up my Star Trek. Leave it alone.
Yeah, well, they're not leaving it alone.
That is obvious. And the current state of Hollywood is one of decay, misery, and Me Too movements. Any hope for them at all?
Sorry, repeat that.
The current state of Hollywood is one of decay, misery, and Me Too movements. Any hope for them at all?
Only if they lose money. I mean, again, it's not going to happen because Star Wars fans will run out and, buy tickets by the dozen, and, it'll easily probably make, well, The Last Jedi made about 1.2 billion. So I would say the last one will probably make about 1.5. But if actual people with principle, especially Star Wars fans, had principle and said, no, we're not going to support this, we'll wait till it comes out and we'll see, we'll get a ripped copy off the internet or whatever, we'll see it that way. We're not going to give any money to Disney. If that lost money at the box office, then you would start to see a change. When the next Marvel movies come out after Endgame, besides maybe the next Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but when the next movies come out and they start losing a bunch of money, that's when Hollywood will change. When they see they're losing, tens of millions, if not billions, that's when they'll decide that, no, we can't push this ideology anymore. I mean, why do you think that there has been so many rewrites for the Picard show? Because the merchandisers know they're never selling to the audience for fucking STD. So unless they can change it to more like the original Star Trek, CBS is going to lose money. And if CBS loses, millions on the Picard series, that's when you'll see a change in Star Trek, when they are losing money to a serious degree.
Well, when are they going to realize that Star Trek Online, the game, is better than Star Trek Discovery. You know, that show that they dumped millions of dollars into. When are they going to figure this out? That what the fans want is our continuity. We want our timeline. We want maybe not the same characters that we know, but we don't want you to go in the past. You know, hey, Dominion War ended here. How about you start 2 or fucking 3 years from the Dominion War? How about you start it with a freighter captain, kind of like Cisco's wife, right? And you do something that way. Go more of the way of Star Trek Renegades. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you could do this.
But you see, that's the problem, Mod. Star Trek Renegades is a nice story, but again, it's hard to call it Star Trek. Star Trek has certain things that need to be in it to make it a Star Trek show, like the Federation, a starship or space station. I think a better way to do this will be to have, we'll take your freighter idea and we'll see a young person who grows up being being the kid of a freighterist and then goes off to join Starfleet. And we see the next generation of officers go through Starfleet, and then at the end of season 2, we can see them being assigned to ships. And then we go out into space. We see how they grow through Starfleet Academy and how they deal with the real world when they're out in space on a spaceship. That could be good. But anything that doesn't have...
I would stop you right there and not make them Mary Sue's, right? Like, they make mistakes. People die. Shit happens.
Definitely. We couldn't have that fucking bullshit identity politics in it. It would have to be actually written by fans of the show and not Kurtzman, who hates Star Trek because he wanted to be part of Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. No, and you know what? That is my big beef with Bad Robot and our whole fucking team. And J.J. Abrams, come fight me, bitch. I'll fucking knock your punk ass out. This is bullshit. You fucking sign up to do Star Trek for how many movies? And then you ditch halfway through and hand it off and go join Star Wars? You fucking traitor. You fucking piece of goddamn human garbage. Yeah, damn right I'm better than you. God damn.
No, hang on. You do understand that you said you were better than and threatened to beat up a Jew.
I don't give a fuck. Knock his fucking nose off his head.
I'm just saying the optics wouldn't be good.
No, and this is all over Star Trek versus Wars, man. Like, no, you don't join one franchise, jump ship for the other, and you fucking sink them both. What are you, a fucking Stargate fan? Like, what's going on here? You're just jumping around, sinking everybody's franchise. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on, dude. Like, get bent, JJ. You even fucked up Lost. How did you fuck up that last? God damn it, I'll never forgive you.
And just think, in another few years, when D&D took over, you'll be complaining that they did the same thing to Star Wars that they did to season 8 of Game of Thrones.
I know. I get a little too into this. My apologies.
No, it's right that you should be into it. It's great that you're passionate. It's not your fault that the creators of shows these days are fucking morons.
Right? And the only franchise that's actually doing something decent is Stargate. Where they came out with that low budget Stargate show to test the waters, and I liked it. I watched it. It was good. Stargate Command is putting free episodes on YouTube, dude. Like, you don't see CBS doing that shit other than what? Episode 1 of season 2. Come watch this shit fucking burn. No. They're like pulling up the good episodes, hanging out with fans, hearing what we're talking about. Stargate is going down the right road. Is that because MGM kind of, damn near fucking went bankrupt? And they're like, wait a minute, we still got Stargate.
No, I have to disagree with Jansen in the chat. No, Stargate Universe wasn't cool. it was a disaster from start to finish.
Oh, I disagree.
No.
I like SGU. I'm with Jensen.
No.
I'm with Jensen.
The premise was good. It started out reasonably strong, but then it just all went to shit. I'm sorry, no.
Nah, dude. SGU started out strong. It kind of puttered out during the second season. I get that. But the way they ended it with this idea where there could be a movie and they're never going to revisit it. It makes me upset, and I know Jensen isn't happy about that as well.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, SG1 got movies. Unfortunately, it was with Ben Drawber, so the movies were shit. So, yeah, no. Unfortunately, and I've said this before, and I've even said it in your streams, that unfortunately, SGU or Stargate went on too long. Basically, the reason why Star Trek worked for the most part was because there was always a gap, or there was a want for it. But after 10 years of SGU, 5 of or SG1 10 years, Stargate Atlantis for 5, that's 15 years of Stargate being constantly on the TV. You're going to run into a wall, and you're going to run out of ideas. People will have seen. It's one thing to do a similar storyline from SG1 on Atlantis, but then if you do the same storyline again on SGU, you're pushing it to the point where people just turn around and go, "Yeah, I've saw this already. There's nothing new here."
It wasn't the same storyline though, compared to every other Stargate show ever. This was totally unique.
It was totally unique to the SG universe, but it was a complete rip-off of Battlestar Galactica.
Well, no, my daughter came in with one of those candy necklaces. My auntie got it for me, and I'm like, okay, did you thank her? Anyway, no, all right. So my buddy here, is over hanging out. He brought up they're making a fucking Zelda movie, a Zelda series on Netflix. Are you kidding me? How exactly are you going to make this piece of fucking unholy garbage? Is this the Gold Goblin from fucking Kevin Smith's fucking Dogma? What's going on here?
I'm sorry, I have never ever played Zelda in my life, so I couldn't care less.
Well, no, and I haven't seen it yet, but I know they made the Castlevania series. Was it good? Okay.
I mean, it wasn't great.
Okay. Well, my buddy says it wasn't too bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Well, that's saying a lot for Hollywood nowadays. So we'll take that as a win.
So basically, he's saying it was mediocre.
Yeah, basically.
What I'm more worried about, the one show I am very worried about, considering it's being made in this time frame of identity politics, is the Lord of the Rings TV series. I'm very worried about that.
Yeah, they're gonna make the fucking orcs all transgender. I mean, what are they gonna do here?
We see a funny notion that you see they'll try to. I get the feeling they're going to try to Games of Thrones it. There'll be an over convoluted plot. Lord of the Rings is a simple plot. We need to do this to stop evil. The universe is simple. Orcs bad, dwarfs good but greedy. Elves upper class snob twats, and men just killing each other. So it's a simple universe, but they're going to try and shove this whole bunch of shite in it so it looks like Game of Thrones. That's what I'm worried about. You know, they're just going to fucking put a bunch of shit in it they don't need, and then shove identity politics up that's arse as well.
I really, really hope not. But we are approaching about the 2-hour mark, and I do have company over. So, any last thoughts, voice, before we wrap this show up?
Yes, Jensen. Battlestar Galactica wasn't good, and neither was Caprica. And I would happily fight you at the minute, considering it wouldn't take that much, you know, to defeat you. Like, you know,
That's fucked up.
hey, there's nothing wrong with if someone challenges you to fight and they're in a wheelchair, you fight them in the wheelchair. You don't wait for them to get well.
Okay, Andy, calm it down. All right. No, everybody, I've had a great time tonight. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Check it out. We do have a PayPal link on my channel description. We also have Streamlabs, Patreon, Subscribe Star, Super Chat now. Thank you, YouTube gods. We bowed before your presence. We appreciate everybody coming out. Please like, subscribe, and share the usual YouTube garbage. Good night, good luck. Don't go to France without a fucking dragon. Burn the bitches. All right. Voice, you want to shout out your channel before we go?
Yeah, apparently I have a channel.
Yeah, check out Voice of One's channel. He's kind of a demurring little bitch here, but he does good work. And he likes to do a lot of reviews and stuff like that. I enjoy his stuff. So if he's not going to shout it out, I will. The Voice of One at youtube.com. Go check him out. Good night, everybody. We are out of here.